in an easy seated position. Right? Hands run on the knees. Let your hands be open in a receiving mode. Okay? You can also mudra if you want. First finger and thumb. Mudra, connection. We are all connected in this universe. So as you settle into your seat, neutralize your pelvis, wriggle it around, make sure you can feel your sit bones. And then when your pelvis gets nice and neutral, roll the spine straight up out of it. Straight up. The chin is parallel to the floor. Top of the head reaches for the sky. Shoulders are down your back. And then you take your attention to your breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Bring in your ujjayi breathing, constrict the back of the throat so you can hear it. And as you inhale and exhale, practice trying to get the inhale the same length as the exhale. Maybe on a count, if you're counting to inhale. In general, the exhale goes longer. But practice following the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, nose. Breathe in. Take two more deep inhales and exhales as open or close. Bring it all the way up to your collarbone. Spread the collarbone. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale out the mouth. And again, deep inhale through the nose. Take it all the way up. Fill up your lungs. Hold it. Sip up some more. Hold it. Exhale out the mouth. Just let everything go. Very nice. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, let's do a forward bend here. Let's come forward. Reach out to your fingertips. And so you can stretch through your back body, through your arms. Let your head drop between your arms. Relax your neck. Breathe twice in your belly. And again, deep inhale. Good. And then pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards your torso. Your head will be the last thing to come up as you stack each vertebra one on top of the other until the top of the head reaches for the sky. And then change the cross of the legs. Try that again. Inhale and lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take it straight down. Yep. Maybe come up to your fingertips. Drop your head, relax your neck, and breathe twice into your belly. Nice and deep. And again, deep. The bottom of the exhale, pull the belly in first. Walk the hands back towards you. Let your head hang. Stack one vertebra on top of the other. until the top of the head reaches for the sky. Take the right hand up to the side, left arm comes up. We're going to take a side stretch. You can come down to this elbow if you want, or just stretch, stay up on the hand if you want to, but I want you to bend at the side waist, okay? So bend there. As deeply as you can. Keep your arm by your ear if possible and look underneath the arm. You can just lean into that right hand, get a nice deep stretch on the left side body. Breathe. Breathe right into that left lung. And again, open the heart. On your next inhale, bring it up. Change sides. And then bend at your waist, right at the side waist. Bend it. Try not to lean too heavily into that left hand. Just stretch the side body. Good. And then look underneath that right arm. Breathe deeply into the right side body, into your right lung. Nice. On your next inhale, come on up. Very good. Let's take these legs out to the side. Just a little bit. Flex your feet. Okay, put energy in the feet and flex them. Flex all the muscles through the legs. Pay attention to your inner thighs, the groin area. Okay, and then I want you to point the toes. Your spine is straight up out of your pelvis. Top of the head is reaching up like a string that's holding it up. And then flex your feet. And again, point the toes. And then flex them. Yeah. Now hold your flex. Keep those muscles engaged. Pull the belly in as you walk the hands behind. And then you're going to bend into your elbows. Bring the shoulder blades underneath your heart center and lift your heart up to the sky. Pushing the shoulder blades down your back. Reaching the top of the head up, 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 and away. And breathe. Open the heart. Stretch the neck. Last one. On this exhale now, bring your head up very gently. And get your bearings before you start moving again. Just look straight ahead. And then walk these hands up towards the torso so that your spine comes straight up and down once again in the middle of the legs. And then the hands come in front. Now, you can walk however far you might be able to walk. Or if that's just not doable for you today, then you're going to stay right about here. Or you'll even stay straight up and down. Or maybe you'll even stay back a little bit, depending on the flexibility in these hip flexors and the rest of the junctures there, actually. So if your hands come forward, what you do is breathe gently, slowly, completely. Walk your hands out to where you can feel a nice stretch on the back body. And then allow your neck to relax, please. Keep your shoulder blades down your back. Hold the belly in, protect your lower back. And start to breathe deeply. Maybe a little more. As you inhale, lengthen through the top of the head like somebody's pulling. And then as you exhale, see if you can reach out to the front of where you are. Breathe. Breathe your way into your stretch wherever that happens to be. When you get to that place where you're right on the edge and you have enough, then breathe it. Just stay with it for a couple of breaths, 2 or 3 breaths. Maybe if you have more flexibility, your exhale will take you down deeper. Just depends on who you are. Be wherever your body wants to be. And breathe. Good. And then we're going to walk over to the left side. Plant your left hand down in front of your calf. And then you're going to reach out with that right hand to the fingertips. Reach, reach, reach out and stretch all down the right side body. Through the armpit. Press through that right sit bone and out that right leg. And then breathe into all that stretch. Push the breath, the energy of that into every cell on the right side bottom right now. One more deep inhale. Maybe you'll reach out just a little bit further, maybe. And then as you walk towards center, just come on your elbows or on your hands, whatever works for you. Continue going over to the right side now. Plant your hand down, the right hand, and reach out with the left. Drop your head, let your neck relax, let your shoulders relax, and then breathe in your left side body. Nice deep stretch. Breathe right into that left lung. See if you can get your rib cage to expand. One more, nice deep inhale. Exhale, and then as you come down, relax the arms to come back through center. Now notice the difference between your right and left side. And then flatten the hands, lift your torso with a flat spine, and then take it down. I think you just grew at least 1/8 of an inch. So see if you can take it down a little bit further, maybe. Be with this for 3 breaths. Keep the toes facing straight up. Energize those legs all the way through. Pull the belly in. Hold on to it for another couple of breaths, please. Then pull the belly in first, again, no matter where you are. And then start to walk the hands back towards the torso with a flat spine, straight spine. Walk it back up till it's sitting straight up and down. Woo, here we go. Good. Now, let's pick these knees up. Oh, yeah. And bring the soles of the feet together and rock and roll side to side. Give your hamstrings, your attachments, your hips, a little massage right here. Take your knee all the way down to the mat. All the way down. Yeah. Good. And then, as you come to center, I want you to butterfly your knees. So you're actually lifting and pushing down, lifting and pushing down. And then when you grab hold of these ankles, push the knees as hard as you can, pull your shoulder blades down, and lift the top of the knee. And breathe. Hold the belly in, protect that low back. Good. When you relax, you kind of cave like this, and then you can butterfly. Okay? Just kind of push the knees, see how far they'll go down, and then grab hold of these ankles again, and then push the knees down, lift, arms are straight and strong, pull the shoulders down your back, top of the head reaches for the sky. Breathe. Nice, like that. Let's release, take the legs out in front, and then shake them out, because that's what we do. Everything's moving nicely. Take the arms all the way up by the ears. Flex those feet. Forward fold. We're just gonna like be in chair pose, but we're actually seated instead of standing, okay? So you come forward 2 or 3 or 4 inches maybe, and you pull those arms back by your ears. And then as you inhale, you lengthen through the spine, and you exhale, and you press out. Ooh, keep the arms back by your ears as best you can. Top of the head is being pulled straight out and up. Again, on the exhale this time, take it down to wherever it goes for you. Maybe your head will get to your feet. I don't know. If you get your feet, your hands and feet together, drop your head, relax it for just a moment. Breathe a couple of times deeply into your entire torso. And again, now on this exhale, push the balls of the feet into the palms of your hands and stretch those arms out and point the toes, point through the balls of the feet. Breathe. On your next inhale, pull the toes back, lift and lengthen through your spine, pull the shoulders down your back. And again, exhale, pressing through the balls of the feet, pull those arms straight forward, lengthening through your armpits, your side body, your back body, and breathe. Good. And as you're ready, the head comes up, plug it right into your spine, and then pull the belly in as you walk up your legs, okay? And come up with a flat spine. Oh, hi. And then cross these legs, come over the top. We'll come into a tabletop here. Inhale, let's take a nice cow stretch. Look up, arch your back. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Push through the back body. Inhale, look up. Stretch your neck. Push the chin out. And then exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Lift the back body. Give yourself a nice stretch. Inhale one more time. Looking up. Oh, that's your cow stretch. Here's your cow stretch. Lift it high. Oh, nice. And as you come to neutral, put the big toes together. Separate these knees out about as wide as your mat. And as you walk your hands back, put your sit bones down on your heels, if that's doable for you. Try to set and get comfortable. And then as you come down, you're going to melt your heart into child's pose. You just take it to wherever it feels good to you. Try to keep the hips down on the heels, if that's doable. Separate the knees nice and wide and melt your heart down. Okay? Melt your heart. Forehead comes to the neck. And then you breathe. Give your back body a nice deep stretch here. Good. And then on your next inhale, up comes the head. Press the hands. Lift up through table. Bring the knees under your hips. Curl your toes under. Pick your hips up this time. Woo. Shoulders right over your hands. And then push into those hands to shift your weight back and bring your heels down to the mat. Maybe. Lengthen through downward facing dog. Good. Lengthen it out. Then one knee, push through the heel on the other side. Find the cap in that leg. And then you get stretch. And then switch it. Very mindfully walk your dog. And switch. And switch. And switch. Okay, now this time, curl the toes under. Really give your toes a stretch on the one foot. Then when you switch to the other foot, stretch those toes as the heel comes up. Good. And then as you push the heels back, you come up high on the balls of the feet and you shift your weight forward automatically. I want you to stay right here. Pull your belly in and push yourself back. Try to get your hips back over your heels. Pull the belly in and breathe. Fly your tailbone high. Good. And then step or walk or jump your feet up. between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Yep, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Heel and toe the feet, hips width apart. Let's hang here in Uttanasana for just a moment. And we're into a complete back body stretch once again, only this time we're on our feet instead of on our seat. So just sway your hips side to side, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Okay, sway the hips and breathe. Good. And then as you come to neutral, take a deep inhale. Exhale the hands down to the mat. We're going to bend into those knees. And then we're going to take this left foot and step it all the way back to lunge. Your knee is high. Your left knee is up. This right knee is right over the top of that right ankle. I want you to shift your weight back and shift your weight forward and see how that feels. Stay on your hands. Use your hands for your leverage. Use your blocks if you need to. Push back. And then shift forward. Now let's drop the back knee. There we go. And again, point the back toe and shift back. Shift your hips. And then shift your hips forward. Boom. And you come into this lovely lunge, but you're on the back knee this time. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Now press into that right foot. Take the arms out and up. Pull the belly. Shoulders down your back. Crescent moon. Maybe a little back bend. Breathe. Woohoo! One more inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Now you're going to bring this right hand inside the right foot. And you're going to heel and toe the right foot out to the edge of your mat. Okay? Now, make sure the knee goes right over that ankle. Yeah. And you have this deep hip flexor stretch on the left. You might come down to your elbows, maybe. Or stay up on your hands. This is gecko. So you can stretch here. Just kind of sway your hips side to side. See if the left hip might come down a little bit. And all you're doing is finding the juice in the body. I don't want you to get to a particular place and stay there. The pose is this stretch, okay? And through the groin and the hip flexion, right? So just make sure that you have movement, that everything is juicy, that everything is lubricated to be able to move for you, okay? It's just a movement that I like to do. And then when you're ready, you'll walk back to your hands if you're on your elbows. And then push into the hands to come up to the back knee. Walk and heel and toe this right foot forward as you walk your hands back. Pull your toes up, look up and lengthen. Exhale, fold over this right leg. Breathe here. Nice. One more. Good. And then as you come forward with the hands, pull that right foot back, knees come together, settle back on your heels, hands come back to the feet, and you curl over your thigh. Roll. Let your shoulders relax. Breathe deeply into the torso. Remember, you're pushing oxygen everywhere you want it to be. Come on up through table. Let's take this right foot or left foot forward this time. Okay. Curl the back toe under and pick that back knee up. And find your lunge. And breathe. Lengthen through the spine and the top of the head. Keep the left knee directly over that left ankle. Couple more breaths. Now I want you to rock forward. And back. Just shift your weight forward and back, forward, and back. Means shifting your hips forward, and back. That back knee is high if it's doable for you. And as you come forward this time, the knee comes down. And then you point that back toe. And then as you press into your left foot, the arms come out and up for a lovely crescent moon. Breathe here. Notice the hip flexor, the right hip flexor is getting a stretch. Use that left foot to temper that stretch. Breathe. Good. One more inhale. On the exhale, the hands are going to come down. Start to heel and toe your left foot out to the edge of the mat. The left hand then comes inside. Once your foot's out there, the knee walks out to go over that ankle. And then you are in gecko. Now, you can be down on your elbows or not. You can use blocks or not. Just look for your stretch, the best stretch you can find. And then get the movement so that you know you have all the juice in your body. That lovely fluid, elasticity, helps you just kind of smoothly move your joints. And then as you come back towards center, if you're on your elbows, you come back to your hands or be on your hands for one more breath. And then push into the hands to pick your hips up so that you can stand on the back knee. Heel and toe that left foot inside. Pull that left foot up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale and fold over this left leg. And breathe. Energize the left leg as though you're plugging a femur right into that hip socket. Breathing. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice. And then maybe plant your hands down. Pick this left foot. Take it back to your knees. Come down to your hips. Down to the feet. And fold over your thighs. Let your head hang, relaxed. Let your shoulders relax. Nice. Good. That's a lovely back body stretching. Inhale. Come on up through table. Let's check in with our balance now and step into the left hand and take our right arm up by our ear. And then let's push that left leg straight back. Just hold it up and push it back. Toes point down. Top of the head just reaches straight out. You try to have a straight line between the fingers and the heel in the back. Breathe. Maybe you'll do a little bit of seesaw, up and down maybe. See how that goes. Hold on to it. Imagine what you have to do with your hips in order to keep it all balanced. Okay? And then as you come up, lift the arm and the leg. And then let's bring this right hand down and bend the back knee. And then let's pump the foot up to the sky. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze your hips. 7. Hold it up on 8. Hold it. See if you can lengthen through your tailbone while you're doing this. Okay? Just keep moving all those muscles. Then straighten through that back leg once again. Push it out. Yeah? And then bring that knee down. Oh, thank you. And then this time we'll step into the right hand and we'll take the left arm up by the ear. And then the right leg goes straight back. Maybe. I'm in a chair. Here we go. Now, Try to have all your complete hand, right hand on the mat. So all the knuckles are touching. Bring that left arm up by your left ear. Point the toes straight down behind you. Pull the belly in, try to have a straight line from top to bottom. And then maybe you'll seesaw just a little. Just give it a go. You don't have to go far. A couple inches down, a couple inches up. See how that works for you. Focus, stay with it. And then take a deep inhale. Lift the arm and the leg. Drop that left hand down under your shoulder and bend the back knee. And then we're going to pump it up to the sky for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up on 8. Lengthen through the spine and the top of the head. Take your shoulders down your back. Focus on that for just a moment, holding that right leg up. Ooh, then straighten it down. Oh my God. Push, push, push. And then bring that knee down. And let's sit back on our heels. And sit all the way up this time. Woo. All right. And then hands come into the hip flexors. Take your elbows and shoulders back. Inhale. Top of the head reaches up. Chin is parallel to the floor. Stretch the tops of your ankles back. Breathe and be heavy on those. Good. And then as you come forward, shake the feet out. And then we're going to turn the toes under this time for a toe squat. Yeah. And then sit back on the heels. And you're sitting up high. Pull the belly once again. Thumbs come in your hip flexors. Take the elbows and shoulders back. Straighten through the spine. Top of the head lifts to the sky. Shoulders down your back. And breathe. Get heavy on those heels. Stretch the toes and the soles of your feet. Bunions, plantar fasciitis, things like that. You want to stretch that out nicely. And then when you're done, come forward. Oh my gosh. And shake that off. Shake it. Okay, here we go. We're just going to move to our backs from here. So come all the way down, pull your knees in. And then rock and roll side to side a little bit. Squeeze the knees in as much as you can and let your back body get a nice deep stretch here. Breathe as you do this. One hip comes up, then the other hip comes up. Yeah, all those good things happen. And then we're going to just plant the feet right down underneath the knees. Knees are about hips width apart. And we're going to take this right foot and cross it over the left. And push that right knee out. Flex the right foot. Okay? If this is as far as your stretch goes, and you feel like your hip is stretching plenty, stay here. Okay? Otherwise, you pick that left foot up. And you thread the needle. Interlace right behind that left knee. Point the left knee towards your left shoulder. And breathe into that right hip. See, these are some of the most basic, absolutely perfect poses in yoga that go right to the point. You want to stretch your hip. Here's a hip stretch. Go right into that right hip. Maybe rock over to the left a little bit. And then let your feet track. Let them stay in the same position, but go with you. Yeah? So you're tipping up on your left hip. And then as you come back, your left Your right hip comes down. And again, you'll tip up on the left hip just a bit. As you push that right knee away from you, you'll notice a little bit deeper stretch in that right hip. And then come back. Very, very subtle, this. And then while you're here, push the foot straight. Push through your heel. See if you can straighten through the knee. And then maybe your hands will come out. If you have a strap, if you need a strap, you put it around this left foot. Keep the left foot in line with your left shoulder. Plant your tailbone down so your spine is flat on the mat. And pull that left leg towards you. Keep pushing down on your tailbone, on your sacrum. So that's happening. You have energy through the leg, trying to pull it forward, and the hips are taking it that direction. Down. Okay, so breathe. Now, if we were to let the hips come up, you can round it, you see, and the hips come up. And it gives you a deep back stretch, if that's what you're looking for here. But actually, we're looking for the hamstring in this stretch. But I'll tell you what, if it feels good for you to do this, then do it. Just give it a go. Just try it and see how it feels to you. And then when you're ready, release that foot. And then just change sides. So the left crosses over the right knee. Plant your right foot down. Flex your left foot. And maybe you'll stay right here because you're getting plenty of stretch with the flexed left foot, the knee out to the side. You can breathe here. See if you can roll your pelvis up and back just a little bit. Your lumbar spine will come down to the mat. And then as you lift it up, the tailbone heads toward the mat. And then as you neutralize the pelvis and bring it back, the lumbar spine comes down. And then as you release that energy, pick up your right foot. Head the knee towards your right shoulder. Interlace behind that right knee. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And say hello to your left hip. Just breathe into that. Yeah. So simple, yet so strong. So strong. Very good for you. Breathe deeply. Follow the breath into that left hip. Don't leave your left hip. Stay with it. Mm-hmm. Play with it a little bit. See how it feels to you. Rock it over to the right a little bit. Oh my gosh. And see if it goes deeper into that left hip for you. You don't have to move your feet or your legs. Other than all we're doing is rocking up on the right hip. Just rock. Until you have a little spot where it sticks. And then you rock it back to neutral. Exhale and rock. You let it go however far you want to. Play with it a little bit. See how that feels. Maybe you'll go a little deeper. And then as you rock back, the energy in that, you can feel it through your hips. And then if you're ready, straighten through that right leg. Just push through the heel. Straighten it up. Woo. Press that knee nice and straight. You can stay right here. Or hands come out and pull your leg. Or 2 fingers around your big toe. Keep your left foot flexed. And then start to pull the right foot towards your right shoulder. And keep pressing the tailbone down as you pull the right leg towards your head. So you see it's stretching once again. You've got a long angular with your leg and then the spine flat on the mat. So as you pull the foot towards your head, pressing the hips down, Breathe into that. And go ahead and see what it feels like when you actually literally pick your hips up and round that back. Oh, hi. Yeah, it feels pretty good, actually, to me. And then let it go for just a second. And one more time, pull that foot, round your low back, pick your nose up here. Ooh, nice. And then release. And then let's bring both knees in. Rock and roll once again, side to side. And now from here, we're going to plant the feet flat, knees up. Hands are going to go down on the mat, face down. You're just barely able to brush your heels, okay? And you walk the shoulder blades. Start to walk them underneath your back. And I rock side to side in order to start pushing them together. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades as close together as I can. And then take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press into the feet and the hands and curl your pelvis under and come into a bridge. Interlace your fingers. Walk those shoulders down your back more. Open up the heart. Try to neutralize your spine so you're not in the low back. Neck is long. Keep your chin lifted. Breathe. See if you can feel your heart moving towards your face as you press into your feet. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, very mindfully, allow your spine to come down one vertebra at a time. Walk the shoulder blades out of the way. Come down and let your knees flop side to side. Just in case you got into that low back a little bit. The goal here is to stay, you want to lengthen the spine, okay? So your pelvis rotates under so that the tailbone hopefully is headed up, and then it straightens out that spine. So once again, standing on the feet, walk the shoulder blades underneath them. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press hands and feet. And then interlace, rock some more, pull your shoulders down your back, hands come down towards the feet, lengthen through your neck, lift your hips as high as you can, breathe, and again. Oh, yeah, one more, deep inhale. Good. And then when you're ready, you release these hands. You start to walk the shoulder blades out of the way so that you can come down one vertebra at a time, very gently until the tailbone comes down to the mat. There we go. And then let your knees drop. And pick them up and let them drop. And again, pick them up and let them drop. Good. One more time. Awesome. And then let's pull the knees in. Yep, and just rock and roll. Side to side, kind of walk your hips a little bit. So you actually rock up onto one hip and walk to the other hip, and walk to the other hip. Breathe. Good. From here, we're going to take the knees up to 90. Arms come out to the side like angel wings. Palms are up. We're going to drop these knees over to the right side for twist. Bring the knees as close up to that right arm as you can. Maybe the right hand goes on top of your thigh. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, reach through that left arm. Bring the shoulder blade to the mat. And take your gaze to the left. Let your body get heavy and relaxed. And breathe. Good. And then on your next inhale, up come those feet over the top. Take them over, knees and feet together as one, and rock them over to the left side. Very gently, take them down. as close to that left arm as possible. And then maybe the left hand comes on top of the thigh. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, reach through that right arm and take your gaze to the right. And breathe here and relax. When you're ready, you're going to bring these knees up once again. You can rock and roll them side to side, squeeze them in if you want. Kind of circle them around a little bit. I like to do a half circle over the right and pull them in tight when I get to the right, and a half circle over the left and pull those in tight. Right to the left shoulder, and then to the right shoulder, pull in tight, so your back body gets that lovely, lovely massage and stretch. And then as you're ready, we can take the feet straight up, bend your knees, reach at the outsides of the feet, and see if you can find happy baby here. And once again, press through your spine, the tailbone, the sacrum. See that you get your spine flat on the mat, if that's possible for you. Okay? So just pull straight down on the feet and flatten out through your back body. And breathe here. And as you breathe, you feel the back body just spread into the mat. And you know all that oxygen, all that prana energy is going exactly where it needs to go in your body. Right? And then anything else you would like to do, feel free to do it. Maybe you'll put your peace fingers around your big toes and straighten them out. And push the heels towards the bottom of the mat so that you can feel your lumbar spine, your sacrum, stretch through the shoulders and the arms. Feel that and breathe. Anything else you want to do, feel free to do it now and then in Shavasana or be in Shavasana, wherever you are. Get down. So the legs go straight. Get back here a little bit. Yeah. Want the legs to be straight. There we go. And then as you're ready, we don't get a lot of time right here. Our eyes doors opening, I can hear it. So just put some movement into your body once again. See if you can take a couple of nice deep inhales. Exhale it out. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Good. Take a deep stretch. Arms overhead. Stretch the body out long. Bend your knees. Rock over to the right side. Continue rolling until both hands can help you up to an easy seated position. Head is the last thing to come up. And once you're here, see if you can keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Touch the thumbs right into the sternum. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, bow your head. Scan your body, see how you're feeling right now. Thank yourself for coming to yoga, practicing today. I thank you very much. I thank me for practicing. Very good for me. Take a moment with me, please. Send out your love and your thoughts and prayers to the people on this planet that are suffering. Breathing that. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. Here we go. And Well, thank you. You guys have a good rest of your day, okay? And I will too. Thank you. Okay.